All right. All right, all right. I'm ready. The horn. You guys stay right here.
Oh, this thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, you're right here.
We got a buyer. We have a buyer.
That's so exciting. Congrats.
It's a Japanese thing. Everybody has to do that.
Really? Oh, I love that. All right. Got the key.
Okay, let's go add this to your Ford Pass.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I got the hat party.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
All right.
Yes.
We get one with the car in the background. All right, I got some good ones.
Yeah, no,
Of course,
I don't know too much about what Steve was talking about, but ever since knowing Sade, she's been super respectful, but super respectful to her partners, super respectful to, like, she's a busy woman. She's a doctor. She's a psychotherapist, and so she likes to spend time with her friends, and she likes to spend time the time that she can with her husband or whatever. But one thing I do love is that she is very supportive towards her husbands. I mean, I've only had one person complain, which was Steve, and he probably complained because he didn't have enough time with her because she is a doctor, and her being a doctor, it's really hard to try to be there. And to be honest, the thing about it is that when you never really always had money and you finally made money, you still have, like, you don't want to be really tied down and told you can't have a good time with your friends because you spend most of your time in college studying. And so when she finally, gained some money and gained some freedom, she didn't really want to be tied down to a bed for the rest of her life in a relationship that she probably wasn't madly and deeply in love with the guy anyway, right? It's usually when you fall in love with someone that you just want to spend time, nothing but a lot of time with them. And that's one thing I want a lot of people to know. I'm not the type of person that beats around the bush. I've known Sade since I was 16 years old. She was my high school best friend. She's still a really good person. There's still potential of us being best friends or friends, but Zach doesn't want me to have any side besties. He wants me and him to be the best friend, right? And that's understandable. And so as you see someone like me, I literally came from the street. I came from literally living on the street, outside, living in shelters, sleeping on subways. So I come from a lot. And this is what I'm trying to explain to Zach is, like, I need you to really understand what's happening to me. I'm coming out of trauma. And for me, you can't just tell me anything right away, right now. You can tell me stuff, but you still have to be really careful because I'm coming from really traumatic experiences where I could have been kidnapped, I could have been killed. I used to sleep on a train rail. One time, the police picked me up from there. So many dangerous things could have happened to me. I felt like I was kidnapped by demons, and this was all real. This is all life-threatening. Sade was the one person that was there for me. She's the one person that helped bail me out of the hospital, the psych wards, when they tried to keep me in there, and helped me get a ticket back home. Sade, she wasn't always on top of it, like because she's busy. I used to always say that it's because she didn't care about me, but it's because she does have a lot of responsibility, too much responsibility to think, hey, let me get you this, let me get you that. You have to kind of remind her, hey, can you help me out with this? Can you help me out with that? When I finally asked, Sade definitely got on top of it. She's the one that introduced me to Amazon Prime, Amazon getting that Amazon accepted food stamps. That really, really, really helped me a lot because ever since then I started buying my groceries from Amazon because because I was wondering where I was going to get vegan food from, and I got it from Amazon. Sade helped me fill out my green card paperwork when I was just too disabled to do it myself. Sade is such a great person, and I just feel so bad that Steve got in the way with that, because guys have a way of getting in the way with certain things, and you know, maybe he was trying to protect me. I don't want to be mean because you still don't really know people's character. And I know Sade says, like, I would never do that to you. But all I always look at is when you're the people that you hang around, and the behavior that you kind of do kind of triggers me to a point where I just don't know where to go from there. And I have to make a quick decision on whether I'm going to continue to allow you to support me, because, in terms of like fill out, especially when it comes to filling out my green card, my things, you know what I mean? Things like that. I can't afford for any mistakes, especially when she showed me that little, her friends tried to trick her, or her sister told her to fill out this stuff that was fraudulent, and they were asking for ID and all this kind of stuff. I was like, okay, this is wrong. And I told Sade, I said, hey, Sade, this is fraud. And she was like, oh, I didn't know my sister gave me that. I was like, you didn't do your research before giving it to me? And so, yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. Like, you didn't do your research. Like, you do research all the time. You filled out my paperwork. You know, maybe she needs a little help in that area. You get what I mean? So those are just all things that were questionable to me. You know, when you're a college graduate and you do things, these are things that, you know, you really have to think about. And so I just love that. And they're both doctors, right? He just graduated, and I forget his name, Zach. His name is Zach as well. Zach just graduated too, and, you know, to be a doctor as well. And they met online. They met online, guys. Can you believe it? This is amazing. She met Steve online, so she has really good luck with guys. And of course, with her being successful, she's good at, you know, definitely scoring, and I love that. And so, like I said, Sade has never been a bad person to me. The only thing is that she's a people pleaser, and that's the only thing that always worried me about her, is that, you know, would she betray me to please other people, is what I always thought, because of little things. I'm just the kind of person that keeps little things, so it gets a little tricky when it comes to trusting people with my life. So I have to be really, really like walking on eggshells. But she definitely was there for me when I had my daughter. She was there for me when I needed WIC, when I needed to go to McAllister. She helped me fill out a lot of paperwork. So I mean, I've trusted her that long, and I've trusted her with my social security number, and you know what I mean? And she never did anything bad with it, but you know, they locked my social security number because they said I was a victim of identity theft with the IRS. So they put a PIN number on that. So you never know who was trying to do anything, you know. So that's the tricky part about it. But I mean, I don't think it was her. I'm not accusing her, but you just never know. Everybody is just like under a microscope, like for me, because I'm like every behavior is so questionable. I don't spend time with nobody. I hang out by myself. I don't want my friends to feel uncomfortable around me or feel like I don't want them around me, but I don't have time for friends at all. I don't have time to spend time with anybody. I just need support, helpers, people that are going to help me clean the house, people that are going to help me pick up around the house. That's all I need is support, because as a patient, even if I don't look like a patient right in this video, I'm still in my bed, and my house is like, it's not the worst, but it's just not at its best, not the way I would want it to be. I still have my couch, my chair that I bought from this place that I try to clean up, and it has like this brown residue on it that I thought I washed off, but it's somehow back on there. I don't know how to get that off and keep it off. I might have to throw that chair away all at once, which is absolutely annoying. So I have my hands full that I can't just give away my bank cards and just do everything. You know, I have to be responsible. I have to think responsibly. I have to prove that I'm responsible, and then carrying people's weight can be a lot for me too. So, you know, I want to be there for Zach Cox as much as possible. You know, I want him to feel comforted, but coming from the trauma that I'm coming from and the way I'm feeling right now, it can be a little heavy for me. So I hope he understands that.